back to my channel. It's Laresia Andrea, and if you guys are new to my channel, hi, I'm Laresia Andrea. I do makeup, I do hair, I do so many different things. You guys will most likely see me transforming in every single video practically. And if you guys are returning, hi, I missed you guys so much. But today I'm going to be letting you guys know some tips and tricks to kind of making your quick weave last a lot longer. Pretty much when I do my quick weaves, I have them on for about 1 to 2 weeks when I'm not really filming and I don't have other, wig videos to do or hair videos to do. I will most likely just have it on for a long period of time, and I'm basically going to tell you guys how I keep them on for so long and how I keep them looking good at all times. And I'll also be showing you guys how I take them off when I'm ready to do a different hairstyle or what has it, and the treatment that I do, which is like a mask that I made in another video. So I will also link that video down below so that you guys know how I take care of my hair and do like a deep conditioning kind of treatment. So I have all my notes on my phone because I didn't want to miss anything, so I wrote everything down before I even came on camera. So the first thing that is just the most simple thing to ever possibly do is just brush your hair all the time. Like this brush is like, ooh girl, let me take all this out so I'm not embarrassing myself. So the first thing, which is just the most simple thing ever, is just making sure that you brush your hair. You need to make sure that you brush your hair every day, morning and night, so that your hair will not get matted. Not to say that the hair that I'm recommending will get matted, but you do not want to be walking out with your hair looking all types of crazy. So just make sure that every single day, morning and nighttime, before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, that you are brushing that hair, because we do not want any bird's nest and having your hair looking crazy. So it's the most simple thing to possibly do, but it's definitely a necessity if you want your quick weaves to last a super long time and having your hair looking absolutely flawless and stunning. The next thing is wrapping your hair at night. So some people like to use bonnets, other people like to use hair scarves. I'm not really a hair scarf person because I feel like it always comes off at night, so I like to use a bonnet instead. So I like to just put a bonnet on, something as simple as this, every single night. You're making sure that your hair is intact and it's not like falling off and getting matted or anything. And you're also just preserving your hairstyle. Whether you're curling your hair or straightening it or whatever, you're basically preserving that style, so when you go to sleep, you wake up, your style is still there and you're just ready to go. Another thing that I like to do is if I've molded down my hairline, like gelled down my hairline with Got2b glue, or laid down my baby hair or whatever, and I don't want to redo it every single morning, like if I have to wake up super early in the morning and have to go, I will make sure that I'm using a shower cap when I'm washing my face. So I pretty much wash my face every morning and every night. So I make sure that I get a shower cap and put it around my hairline so that I am preserving that Got2b gel from getting wet, and I don't have to redo my hairline every single day. So depending on which Got2b gel that I use, the black one I know lasts for about like 1 or 2 days, and I know the yellow one lasts for about 3 to 4 days. So if you're using a shower cap and protecting your hairline and making sure that it's not getting wet, it would be really good, and you can have that last a lot longer than doing it every single day, especially when you have to run out in the morning, go to work super early, or have somewhere to be. Just use a shower cap. Like these things, like the things I'm telling you guys are so simple, but a lot of people don't do them. So it's kind of like you have to basically say to do these things for people to actually do it and for it to actually work and last longer. Another thing that I like to do or not to do is if I know that I'm going to be having a liquid cap on, meaning that I'm not able to take my wig on and off every single day, when it comes to wearing makeup, I'm not going to bring my makeup all the way back in my hairline, because I know that after a while your lace will start to cake up and you start to get a ton of makeup in that area, and then your lace starts looking kind of crazy and it kind of starts to look like really built up, and you know that you have a lot of makeup on with the lace. So I will make sure that if I'm doing a liquid cap quick weave, I just make sure that I'm not bringing my makeup back to my lace. Now, if you are that person that likes to bring your makeup back into your hairline, I will recommend that you clean your lace every couple of days. So probably like 3 or 4 days, every 3 or 4 days to clean your lace. And you guys know that I love to use this Herbal Cleanse dry shampoo to clean my lace frontals. This, when I discovered this like a few months ago, this has been like my go-to for cleaning my lace. It's so simple, it's so easy. All you do is just put it onto your lace hairline. I like to take a paper towel. I don't know where my paper towel is, but I like to take a paper towel and basically just run the lace onto the paper towel. And then once you kind of like rub that on, don't scrub the lace because the lace is so delicate. You don't want to scrub the lace, you just want to rub it, and it's just that simple of a gesture, a hand gesture, that it will basically start to make the makeup come off onto the paper towel, and then you're good to go, and then your lace is super clean, squeaky, super duper clean. Now the next step that I like to do is to use a dry hairspray instead of using Got2b gel to lay down my baby hair. So sometimes I like wearing baby hair, sometimes I don't like wearing baby hair. So depending on the day and how I feel in my mood at that time, it will determine if I want to wear baby hair or not. So if it is a day that I want to wear baby hair, I would like to use a hairspray. So this one is a dry hairspray from Sebastian Shaper. I love this hairspray. I discovered this hairspray from a person that goes to, she works at Sally Beauty, and I literally live at Sally's like all the time. Me and her become like friends, like we are one, we are best friends. So she actually recommended this hairspray to me because she said a lot of hairstylists use it and this is like a go-to for them. So I was like, okay, sure, why not, whatever. So I know that I used it as like an actual hairspray to style my hair one day, and then I think one day I couldn't find my Got2b gel. I didn't know where it was, and I ended up using the hairspray to lay down my baby hair, and it has like literally changed my life. Like when it comes to wearing makeup before you put on your lace frontal, and I know that if you are a makeup wearer and then you like to wear lace fronts like me, you know that when you put your makeup on and then you try to put your lace front on and then gel down your baby hair with Got2b gel, your makeup is like, it's on the floor, in your hair, in your nails, it's like everywhere. So I like to use this to lay down my baby hair instead of the Got2b gel because it doesn't lift my makeup up at all, and it's so less messy when it comes to that hairline area. We don't need no caked up baby hair. It is a no-go. It's a dub. No, we don't got time. Another thing that I like to add is I do not like to use the liquid cap Quickweave on the nape of my hair. I'm a sweater. I'm trying to get this body right for Miami. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to put the liquid cap, it's so funny. I don't like to put the liquid cap on the back of my hair because that is like the main place that I sweat. Obviously I sweat on my forehead, and then when I sweat on the back of my hair. So I don't put the liquid cap or any gel or any product on the back of my hairline because that is just the main area that we have a lot of perspiration going on, and I don't need my liquid cap falling off on the floor in the gym, at work, or wherever has it, and I look so embarrassed and just no. Now I feel like this is like the battle of the Got2b gels. There's the black one and then there's the yellow one. So here's the thing when it comes to the Got2b gels. The black one I like to use when I know that I'm not trying to have my lace front laid down for that long, as well as if I just need something super quick. I don't want my lace frontal not coming off for days, and I want to wash my hair and just really scrub in my hairline. If I know that I'm going to be sweating, if I know I'm going to be in a very humid area, if I know that I'm going to be hot, if I know that anything that has to do with sweat or hot or humidity, I go to the yellow one. And if I also want my lace frontals to last a super long time for a few days, overnight, or whatever has it, I go for the yellow one. So if you're going to be working out, if you're going to be doing any of these things, if you live in a very hot area, Florida, California, Texas, or whatever has it, definitely go for the yellow one because it will save your life. One more thing is, after a while, probably like after the first week, your tracks would probably start to lift up a little bit. Nothing super crazy because we do have like basically two layers of protection when it comes to your hair and keeping your wig on. your wig, keeping your lace, oh my gosh, keeping your liquid cap quick weave on, gosh. So when your tracks start to lift up, not to say that they really will, but when your tracks start to lift up, or if your tracks start to lift up, make sure that you are basically gluing them down. So I like to just take my glue, and wherever I start to see my tracks start to lift up, or I feel my tracks start to lift up, I would just put a little bit of glue there and hold it, and then I'll be good to go. And then the last thing that I really want to touch on is using oil-based hairspray. So using hair sheen spray, nourishing sheen spray, or whatever the heck you like to use, no, don't do it. Stay away. Stay away from it. So an example of what I mean is like a olive oil or as sheen spray. Anything that has sheen in it, do not use it, because that will basically put too much oil in your hair, and it'll make your hair super greasy, super no, just a super no. So make sure that if you are using hairspray and you want something to have a hold to it, use a dry hairspray like the Sebastian Shaper. Don't use anything oily, because when you put so much oil in your hair, you have to wash it after a while. And when you have a liquid cap quick weave, you can't wash it like how you can wash a wig, or how you can wash tracks, or how you can wash a sew-in or whatever like that. So make sure that you are not using anything oil based, and you're kind of staying away from that, because usually, at least the virgin hair that I've tried, every virgin hair that I've used has a natural sheen to it. As you guys can see, this is nothing in this hair. This is just the natural hair in itself. So I don't have to ever put argan oil or anything in my weaves, because they already just have a natural shine to it. So just make sure that you're, number one, getting good hair that has a natural sheen to it, and number two, just kind of staying away from the oil-based products. Okay guys, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys see and understand my tips. I hope you use them. I hope they work. So that is pretty much it for that part. So now I'm going to head over to showing you guys how I remove my liquid cap quick weaves, and also how I remove them from the actual stocking cap so that you can reuse your weave. Okay guys, so starting out, I'm just going to be rinsing my head underwater. The liquid cap quick weave activates with water, so you want to make sure that you are basically running your head underneath the water for some time, and then the liquid cap will start to activate and start to slip out. So you just want to make sure that you are drenching your head in water, literally, and then you will start to massage your weave, and then after a while everything will start to slip out. You never want to pull your liquid cap off. You want to just make sure you're massaging it in with your fingers and making sure that the water is hitting the actual liquid cap, and everything will start to dissolve and slip right out. And then once you've taken off the whole entire weave, you just want to make sure that you wash your hair, and you can either co-wash your hair or shampoo. I like to shampoo once I take it off, because I just like to make sure that my hair is squeaky clean. And then once I'm done shampooing, I like to go in with my homemade mask that I made. I do have a video on how I made this mask on my channel, so I will link that down below. It's no point in really making a whole separate video about it if I already have one up. So I like to put this mask in, and it makes my hair super duper soft, and I really do like using this mask after the liquid cap quick weaves. And gives me a slight curl, and it makes my hair really soft, and that's why I like it. So now I'm just taking the weave, and then I'm just lightly pulling it off of the stocking cap, and basically the glue is what stuck to the stocking cap. So when you take off the frontal and the weave, the glue is not going to really be on the track. It might have a little bit of glue, but not too much glue. So this is a few of the tracks that I took off of the stocking cap. So I'm going to do a close-up so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, but there are no glue, or there is no glue on the actual tracks. So I think one thing that people kind of are getting confused about is that they feel like they're wasting money on buying hair for a liquid cap quick weave. because you can only use the hair once and you're not able to reuse the hair over and over and over again. This is basically proof that you are able to use your hair over and over and over again, because when you put the hair with the glue onto the stocking cap, that is protecting the tracks from the actual liquid cap Quickweave, so that you are able to rip off or just take off the tracks from the stocking cap and reuse your hair over and over and over again, because there is no glue on the tracks. One other thing that I think I want to pretty much clear up is that people feel like liquid cap Quickweaves are pulling out my hair is not growing or anything like that. Liquid cap Quickweaves are protective styles. Like, I want to just throw that out there and let that be known. That is my way of having a protective style. When I didn't know how to do wigs, when I didn't know how to do sew-ins, I didn't know how to do anything, I didn't know how to braid my hair, all I knew to do was do a liquid cap Quickweave, and that was my way of protecting my hair, letting my hair sit underneath a weave and not touching it or anything. Sometimes I don't like to do my hair. Sometimes I don't like to touch my hair. Sometimes I just like to let my hair breathe and grow and just leave it alone. And that was my way of learning how to do my hair. So, you know, people have their opinions. I feel like God gave us mouths, ears, you know, personalities, and all types of reasons to have our opinions. So I feel like if a liquid cap Quickweave is just not something that you would do, that is more than fine. If it's something that you are interested in and you do want to try, I hope this video specified exactly what you can and cannot do. I hope this video enlightened you to let you know that you can reuse hair. It is considered a protective style because you are not touching your natural hair. You are touching your weave, and you're not doing anything to your natural hair. You're doing it to the weave, as well as the products that you can use, products that I recommend that you do not use, and how you are basically letting your Quickweave last a lot longer than 1, 2, or 3 days. So as always, I love you guys. I hope this video really helped you, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.